And we're back. There you are. Where would you be? Hey, how's everybody doing? Can you see me? Okay, so yeah, we're back on it. We have the back tire is mounted, and we're about to put the 20-tooth freewheel on it, and we're gonna huck it into the back of the frame, put it where I want it, and then we're gonna mess with the chain and maybe add a half link. Now this chain I'm using is just a shop used chain. This is just to kind of test the frame and get it rolling. I am going to go buy a chrome chain or have one shipped to me. Yeah. Anyway, without further ado, let's see if this 20-tooth freewheel I bought is okay. It doesn't feel that great when you spin it, but this is what we got. I did clean up the stem. Some people were saying, why don't you just keep going? Keep cleaning the parts as you go. Yes, that's great, but you know what? I do have to rest, and there are other priorities right now. I have to make frames for my wife, and some artwork sold today, so this is kind of a rare moment. It's funny, when you're an artist in the mountains here in North Carolina, there's just these slow months. From the end of January to March into April, it's dead slow. So you really don't really have a day off until those months come, and then you're broke. It's great. Anyway, so yes, this is a patchwork video of different things for this bike, but you know, that's the way it goes when I have a minute. Anyway, this cleaned up pretty darn tootin' good. I soaked it in oxalic acid. That's probably not going to clean up too well. I've got the grease on here. It's nice and shiny. It cleaned up very nice, so that's good. But we're not dealing with that right now. We got to get this 20-tooth freewheel on. And, you know, it's new. It just doesn't feel that great. Like, I can hear it kind of pinching a little bit. Not on catching, but on the coasting part. I know you can't get that on the camera, and it might kind of just wear in. I'm hoping it just kind of wears in. All right, this is a 20-tooth, and we're going to pop it on there. Let's put some grease on the threads. Now this is the kind, once I put this on, it's done. I have to take this all apart. There's no tool that reaches in there and gets it. Those two dots there, you just have to take it all apart and catch all the bearings and hope you get everything. And then you can take a drift pin or a pipe wrench and get it off. So it's a one-shot deal, and it really is kind of lame. Whereas if I use this one, it has a tool that goes in there, and that's nice, but this is way too small. I need those extra couple teeth. In fact, I really need a 24, but we're gonna run a 20 for now. All right, quit the jibber jawing and get to work. Hope everyone's doing okay. I know some people don't celebrate Christmas. That's okay. You know, happy holidays to you with whatever you're doing. You might get a few days off no matter what. Hey, stop dropping the tools. So yeah, you don't have to. If you don't celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever you're doing, or if you don't celebrate anything and you have a few days off, that's cool. Go work on your stuff. No one's saying you have to, you know, take some time off. But if you do have a few days off, hey, get out in your shop and do something productive. Or if you don't have a shop, go to somebody else's shop and mess it up. Anyway, here we go. It's going on. It's a one-shot deal. This is a Dicta 20-tooth made in, of course, it's made in Taiwan. Here we go. It's a one-shot deal. There's no freewheel. There's no spoke protector on this. It's just the way it is. And so I'm using plenty of grease because if I do have to get it off, once I, you know, tear the whole freewheel apart to get it off. Now we could use a chain whip right now and tighten it, but it'll tighten the very first time you pedal the bike. All right, let's throw this in. At least it's a 20-tooth. We'll see what it feels like under load. You know, I don't know that the sounds it's making are not. Well, it's new. I know it's a new one, but the sounds that's coming out of there is not great. And, oh, what are we doing here? What are we doing? What are we doing? That is the question. That's a tight fit. It's because of that silly bolt I got on the fender. Yeah. It's tight. Come on now, pop in there, baby. Be nice. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be exciting on the road, changing a flat. Okay. It is tight. I didn't say it was going to be easy. Alright, so let's tighten this up. And we'll see what side of our bread the toast is buttered on. Because I'd really like to get this in the middle here. You know, not too close to the fender, but in, you know, halfway in there. And then kind of put the chain on from there. And just kind of see where it's gonna be floating. Freewheel looks good. It looks like it's the same basic width as the other one that I, you know, put the new axle in the whole wheel. That's not very nice. Oh yeah, we gotta jack those back a little bit. Let's see what's going on there. And it's gonna have to go that way a wee bit. There we go. Let's try that. Yeah, we still might have to mess with the fender a little bit. Yeah, that is kind of tight. You know, before we get too excited about this, I'd like this space to be that way. I think we'll loosen these up and pull the fender stays back. We might even have to use my little punchy thing, the junior punch. Yeah, I might put you on time lapse. We'll see what's going on here. I need a wrench, and we'll try to pull these back. Yeah, we'll see if these will pull back. I'm not quite sure. I'd like this wheel to go that way, and it's kind of tight right here. I mean, this is... Yeah, it's kind of tight. Yeah, let's see if we can pop this fender back a little anymore without the whole world ending. It'd be nice to have an open end 7/16. Hello, McFly. Hello. I got one. Hello. Anybody home? All right, so let's try to get this back. We're just going to do one side at a time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on the fender back this way, and maybe I can get it to kind of do what I want it to do, which is not happening. Now this fender was on a different bike, but it should be pretty Schwinn specific, you know. It should be ready to go kind of thing. Oh, we got a little bit. Why is this so loose? Okay. There's a little. Not a lot. I think we're going to get the junior punch and just go for the big one here, because I can see that it's not going to be enough. And, you know, is the Schwinn rim a little smaller? Is it a little bigger? Was this lady's fender on a lady's bike? Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to punch this a little bit with the junior punch so I can push it that way. And while we're at it, we'll do that one down that way. So the whole fender will go up like that. Yeah, let's do it. Ah, yes, ruining perfectly good Schwinn parts. I love it. See what we got here. Yeah, it's ready to go. I mean, that's basically all I ever use this thing for, is ruining Schwinn fender stays. Hey, everyone's... Yeah, when you're out there, you know, get your time off. You know, fix your bikes. Everybody's got to do something. You know, you need that time off. Take a few days off. Go out in your garden shed and work on some bikes, you know? Yeah, it's pretty good. Kind of oblong that one a little. And this one, the same. Oh yeah, that might give me enough. All right, let's just keep this handy. And we'll put the bolt back in and we'll pull it back. And I don't know what else to do. I mean, you could slot the frame a little bit too. I don't think I'm going to go that hardcore, folks. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with what we got here. I don't think we need to slot frames and bust some caps and split some wigs. Okay. Moving right along here, folks. Yeah, if you started looking at the beginning video of this bike, it's come a long way. It's definitely come a long way. Okay, so now we've slotted those out a little bit with the junior punch, and oh, it gave us a little bit. I'll take it. Of course, I need 3 hands. If I shove a wedge of wood in there or something, let's see what I got. Okay, let's see what we got here. Yeah, we'll shove this piece of wood in here. I don't have any helpers, so no, that's not going to work. It's rubber. Let's try that. Rubber. Okay, that kind of wedged it up. All this for a fender. Okay, maybe this will work. Okay, there's one side. And definitely kicked it up and over. We definitely have to do the other side now. I think I'll shut you off for a second. Just trust me, I'm going to do that other side. And we'll make it right, and I'll put you guys back on. Just let me, I want to time lapse you. Maybe we could do that. Put you on some time lapse action, because you guys love that heavy metal music. Tight. I can live with that. That's just the painted and gum wall part doing that. The tire's fine. I mean, it's not a super expensive tire. They're not bad. I'm not complaining too much. It's pretty true. Fender's looking pretty good. The freewheel is right about on the money. I don't see a problem with that. It didn't change much from that other freewheel, so we're not going to have to change the axle spacing. I think we're okay. Nipping those fender stays, not recommended, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. It just needed a little bit more, because this is an 1.25" tire, and I'm sure the Schwinn tire is the same. The ones that were on here were 1.25". It's just maybe a slight difference. I'm not sure. I've had to do this before with various Schwinns with fenders. This back rim isn't the best, but it's okay. And this is the sound I was talking about with the freewheel. See how it's kind of popping? I'm hoping that that kind of wears in. I mean, this was supposed to be a brand new freewheel, but it was super cheap. It was like 15 bucks. So, yeah, there are some other freewheels made by ACS, and they're about $118. So, yeah, and they have the tool marks to get them off, you know, like this. They look kind of like this, but better. They have the notches for the tool. We're just going to run this one and see what happens. It's a cheap freewheel. Hey, you know, we'll see if it wears in. If it doesn't, you know, I'll tear it apart, and basically it'll be junk if I have to take it off of there unless I'm very careful. All right, let's get a chain on this, and maybe a half link or maybe add a link. Let's see what we got. We're dangerously close to testing this. It's not going to be tonight, but it's pretty close, folks. Let's see what we got in the old used chain department. Maybe we can just add a link and not worry so much about the half link. Let's see what we got here. Now this freewheel is the bigger, thicker one for 1/8 inch chain, so we have to run this thicker chain now. Unless we change the, well, we got to change the freewheel. All right, so obviously that's going to be short, and we have to add 2 links or a link set, and we will see. We're going to add 1 link set and see. It's probably going to be too loose. I don't think a half link is going to cut it. What do we got here? That's a pretty big size. Let's just see here. You guys here? Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, it's close. Wow, I don't think we're gonna have to use a half link. I think we're gonna be all right. Huh. We're just gonna add another link. Well, actually 2, and we'll see what happens. You know, like I said earlier, this chain is just a shop used chain. This is just to get us down the road and test this thing. We're not doing the super build on this right now. We're doing a lot of good stuff, but I am going to change this chain out to something better very soon. But like I say, just to test it, I think we're going to be okay. All right, so on this one, I'm going to put the link out so I can get the chain tool on it and not have to take the wheel off or be all jammed into the spokes and stuff. So we'll put this one here. And we'll do this one and see how the pins are facing out. That's always good when you're working on a bike. You don't want those pins facing in, because then you might have to take the wheel off, or you're going to be really struggling to get the chain tool to do what you want it to do if it's in like that, inboard towards the frame and spokes. So if you can remember, sometimes you don't have a choice, like you just have to follow through. But if you can remember to kind of make sure the pins are to the outside, you're going to have a better day. And that link is extremely tight. That's okay. We're going to work it back and forth a little. Maybe even... See, now I'm the other way. See, I have to make sure the tool is away from the bike, which is kind of a pain, especially on different bikes with tighter tolerances. You know, 75 Schwinn, I think you're okay. All right, that's kind of tight. We're going to get to that in a second. That's better. Okay. And we'll just leave this off for now so we can deal with it. I will be surprised if this doesn't need a half link, but it's looking like it doesn't need one actually. What's going on here? What is happening? Oh, it wasn't in all the way. Yeah, we're doing it. We're really doing it, Harry. Yeah, it does not want to work. This is kind of the wrong chain tool for this. long day today. Yeah, the chains, this is the chain I'm using are slightly different, and so the pins are a little bit different, and the spacing is a little bit different. We're okay though. I think it's going to be fine. All right. Oh yeah. That's not bad. That is not bad. No half link. We did not need a half link. That is good news. Now, so we went from, I think this is an 18. Let's see what this is. Huh. We would have a mark on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, this is an 18. Now, we went from an 18 to a 20, and we added 2 links, 1 section. So if we go to a 22, we'll have to add another 2 links. And if we go to a 24, we'll have to add another 2 links to keep the wheel exactly where it's at. Now, hopefully I can get a 24, a decent quality one. I'm really not happy with this. And keep the wheel where it's at. This is about as close as I want to go that way. I'd like to go further back, but the fender is really just not happy about it. And when you think about what's here, there's a derailleur there that takes that space up. And when you look at this other side, you can see that when it was a 10-speed, yeah, I can't show you, dang it. When it was a 10 or a 5-speed, most of its life the wheel was right there anyway, right where it's at right now. So that's okay, you know, we can deal with that. And so what was happening was, when it's a 5-speed, there's a derailleur in there, and I can't really show you. Oh yeah, I got one right here. So that was in there, and that would take up the space. See, so that wheel is actually where it should be. If you look at the wheel arch and the way the fender is, that's where it should be. And this gap here looks weird because the 5-speed derailleur is not in there. If it was in there, it would look perfect. And if we look at the other side, the wear marks are right where they should be if this bike had a derailleur. It's always lived right there. So we're okay. This is okay. It's gonna be all right, folks. It's gonna be all right. Let's tap out these pedals and just make sure. Man, it's dangerously close to testing this thing. All we need to do is some cabling at this point. Let's take this right one. National Fine, right hand thread, 1/2 inch. And we'll run it in here just to make sure. I don't remember if I cleaned these or not, but I'm not going to take a chance after all that work. Dude, come on now. Oh, man, you look silly. Be nice. It's because I'm holding the other tap in my hand. That's the problem. And there might be some crud in there. Who knows? And I should get a tap handle. It'd be nice to have a tap handle. Don't be a bonehead. Okay. Let's get a tap. Let's do it right, eh? Get a tap handle on here. And we'll actually do it right. Imagine that. Now this is right hand thread. It's on the right hand side of the bike with the chain wheel. And we could be nice and put some grease on the tap. we're okay. I don't see a lot of chips coming out of there. Now, if this was really bad, I wouldn't back it out. I would just keep going and just put the tap all the way through. But there's really nothing wrong with this. I don't see any chips coming out. I don't see anything bad coming out of there. I think we're okay. Let's get around here and do the left one. And always hit it with some compressed air when you're done. It blows the chips out. Let's put this left hand. Let's put this tap in this other side. Yeah, you guys can see. Oh, look, there's grease in there already. Look at that. Oh, that's from me putting the cranks in. See the grease down there? Yeah, that's from me. There's a little bit. Well, that's okay. It'll help us out, right? So this is left-hand thread, and we'll go backwards because we can. It should be catching and doing left-hand things very soon. Very soon should be doing left-hand things. Very soon should be doing left-hand things. This one seems a little, it's always that way. The left one always, I don't know why. Because people mess with it. They try to put the wrong pedal in at one time. Something like that. The left one's always kind of messed up. This one's taking a chip or two. This one, I might just keep going right through to keep the chips from backing out. Yeah, this one's not being very nice, actually. I'm really glad I did test this one. Yeah, this one is not being nice. I think I'm even going to spray it with some WD. Wow, that is not being cool. And I'll put some oil on it. We'll wipe the chippy grease off the back. Oh yeah, it took some chips out. Alright, we'll put a little oil in here. These left-hand taps are not cheap. You can get the right ones all day, but when you have to get a left-hand half-inch national fine, it'll cost you a few bucks. So let's be nice to this tap. I've got like 10 of the other ones, and I painted these orange. I don't put them in my tap box anymore. I just leave them in the bike stuff, and I painted them orange for obvious reasons, so I can just know that they're for bikes and they're in the bike box. They're in the bike tools, and it's orange. I know it's for half-inch pedals. I don't have any for 9/16 anyway. So yeah, that took some chips. You can see some chips right there. Yeah, that took a few chips out. That could have ruined the pedal going in. So always good to check, folks. Always good. Even if you think you have done it before, and like this bike, the pedals came right out, and I was like, oh, good, these threads are good. But you could have had a pedal in there before, and then it sat down in the basement, and stuff got in there, rust. You know what happens. I'm gonna run these rat traps. They're rat traps, and where we're bringing this bike, I think we need these. Anyway, this is marked L. You can barely see it on the edge there. It's marked L. I've been soaking these for a while with nice fresh oil, and we'll put a little bit of grease on the threads as well, and we're gonna put them in because we're that good. Okay, so let's put this left pedal in. Since we're right here, right now. Right here, right now. Okay, so right here, right now. I'm going to pretend to go backwards. And it should start doing left-hand pedal things. Very soon. Do I have the right one? Is that really a left-hand pedal? I'm doubting myself now. Oh, there we go. Wow. Come on, I know it's left. Do I have the right pedal? It says L. Let's look at the other pedal. Maybe this is... What am I doing? Oh, it was a misstamp. The R was stamped right at the edge there. Look at that. You can just barely make out the R. It's this pedal. Hey, you know, even a seasoned idiot can make a mistake. Even somebody that's been pretending to work on bikes for years can make a mistake. Okay, this is definitely left, and you can definitely tell. You see how I didn't force that? I knew something was wrong. There's an L, and there's the cross hatching. There's a little cross hatching in there. Yeah, sorry folks. That we'll look at that pedal real closely, and I'll tell you what's happening. And it happens to a lot of people. They don't quite get it, you know. Yeah, there we go. Nice left-hand pedal doing left-hand pedal things. Yeah, I'll show you about that other one in a second. It's just difficult on this side of the bike stand. Okay, that's on there. Okay, let's look at this other pedal very closely, and I'll show you how I almost messed up. Well, I did mess up. I was almost going to ruin the threads. So it's kind of a... What I was looking at was that right there. And that's a piece of an R stamp. And then I saw that, and I'm like, oh, it's an L. It's an L for sure. And then right here, it's really hard to see, is the other part of the R stamp. And it's not knurled or anything. They're always knurled, or sometimes they're stamped here, but this one isn't. And you can look at the thread, too, and tell, oh, that's a right-hand thread. But, yeah, don't blow it. Let's put some grease on this. Let's chuck it in. Okay, now that we've had our lesson about how not to cross-thread pedals. Hey, I've done it. I did it once when I was a kid. It took me a while to do it wrong. It really took me a while. It was a French bike. I didn't know what I was doing. I was 9 years old. And I did it myself. I have done it. But I wasn't going to let that happen this time. I mean, I knew something was wrong. You just got to stop and like, okay, what's going on here? Why isn't this just going in easy like a pedal should? You know, especially after I took all the chips out, you know? That should be just breezing through there. Yeah, I have done it. I'm not going to lie. This happened. Yeah, but I was 9, so give me a break, folks. Okay. No, you were 9. You're supposed to know better. 9. You were 9 years old. You're supposed to know everything. Yeah, that freewheel sounds like crud. That is not a very good freewheel. Maybe it'll kind of wear in. I don't know. But you know, you buy stuff online, you always think it's going to be great. It's not great. Well, that's what we got. The tire actually is seated pretty good. It's the painted part. And that little freewheel action, oh my God, it's terrible. Okay, well, we're gonna run it. We're gonna see if it kind of, comes out of it, and we'll go from there. Let's put the stem in. We still got a few minutes here before I'm not supposed to be making dinner. I'm supposed to be making dinner right now. Let's really get in trouble. What are you doing out there? Okay. Alright, so we got this stem. We cleaned it up good, folks. And it's marked 75. It's for this bike. Let's put it in. I'm tired of listening to that freewheel. Okay, there's already some grease in here, but let's just make sure. We'll liberally apply some axle grease on there. Who knows, we might have to take it apart very soon. It's in, okay. And we've got grease everywhere. So yeah, always, if the pedal's not going in very good, stop, look, and listen, you know? Even seasoned people that should know better. It happens. I almost just did it. It's that easy. Something is slightly mismarked, like that R was marked in a way that it looked like an L. I mean, you got to admit, it did kind of look like an L. But that's why you go and you clean the parts very good too. You clean the part really good. See, that's kind of on me for not cleaning that. I mean, if you look at it here, you can see it's definitely an R right there. But that was all grubby, and I didn't clean it. And, you know, there was dirt in there, and it kind of looked like an L. It's kind of stamped on the side. And then that definitely looks like an L. So, you know, it's just one of those parts that it's got to be right. And yeah, I should have cleaned it better. Hey, it happens, you know. I was 9. I did blow it, okay? I did it once. You're supposed to know better, son. Okay. It was a French bike. I ruined that bike, I remember. Yeah. Okay, so these are also 1975 Suburban bars in decent shape. They're going in, son. Alright, I don't think we're going to get too far tonight on this. Like I say, I'm supposed to be making dinner right now. You can't eat those bikes. Want to bet? I'll fry one up for you. Alright, I think that's about it for tonight. We'll see. I know, everybody wants me to keep going. I'm tired. Okay, we did pretty good. We have pedals, with much ado. We have the world's worst 20-tooth freewheel, which is very noisy. It might come out of it. It doesn't sound like it will. We got a tire that looks like it's not seated, but it is. When you look right here, you're fine. If you ignore the painted part, you know, if you just look right there, yeah, I keep telling myself that, but it's the painted part. It's actually seated very well. I could try a little more. I don't think it's going to make a difference. This one's the same way. Maybe a little better. Yeah, it's the gum wall paint, or whatever. It's the division between the black rubber and the gum wall. Hey, these are fairly expensive tires, so, you know, you do get what you pay for. Should I have bought Continentals? Yeah, I probably should have. Yeah, just donate some to the channel. Okay, so we'll put the chain guard on, the next one. We'll cable it up. Still haven't found this. We could actually go test it right now with no brakes at night. Not gonna happen. I gotta hold the camera. Okay, I need some kind of brakes. Okay, so that's not gonna happen tonight, but we're doing pretty good, folks. You know, the 1-speed 75 Schwinn Suburban with the extra chrome piece here that's not supposed to be there. It's gonna have center pull brakes, which did not come with for the 5-speed model or the 10-speed, I don't believe. And what else? We've got the world's worst Schwinn seat we're going to have to deal with. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. I always do. Okay, hey, thanks for tuning in. Give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Give me a comment. Like the video. We got to keep the channel going so I don't have to sell t-shirts and stuff. You don't want to see merch on this channel, do you? Just saying the word merch makes me cringe, okay? So give me a like, give me a subscribe. Hey, and this This Speedster is for sale. I will fix the fork. The fork has a slight problem, not too bad. This Camelback bike is for sale. It's a 63. It rides almost perfect, except the fork is a little tweaky. It might just be the way the fork is. I don't know yet. I haven't looked at it, but I will make it right. Make me an offer. It's got new tires and tubes, new liners, new cables, and this one's going to be for sale. This Copper Tone Varsity, but not yet. I got to make that right. And these other ones obviously are not for sale. Okay, hey, good day to you. And there are some other bikes for sale. There's the Traveler for sale. A red Traveler from 63 or 4 is also for sale. Look back, punch in 63 Traveler. You'll see it. You'll see me riding it around. That does have new white walls on it. It's a really nice bike. And yeah, give me a like. Give me a subscribe. Don't let me sell merch. I don't want to have to sell merch, okay? I just cringe. Hey, keep it positive, folks. Get out in your shop. Have some fun. If you do have a few days off, go take a bike ride or something. Okay. Look at that. Awesome. Good day to you.